Okay, I'm smiling this morning because I always just giggle when Ashley Farrar is here with Molly Maid. You know, I don't have a sister. I have 3 brothers. I don't have a sister.
I only have a brother.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we giggle with each other. I don't know.
Probably. We need the release.
We kind of click. I don't know. So Ashley has come. I mean, we'll talk about how you can keep your house clean for sure and how they can help you. A great gift to give this Christmas season. But she's kind of got some entertainment ideas too, right?
Yeah.
For
stuff
Christmas
you can
Eve.
do with the kids on Christmas Eve. Some things you can do to like organize the presents and everything. Our giant roll of trash bags.
Okay, let me just say, this is kind of funny. So every year at Christmas morning, my children know that we just don't start until I have a trash bag or 2 in there with the tree.
You have
right?
to, or you'll start losing presents.
That's it.
In all the wrapping.
There are certain things at my house that I do not want to be touched on Christmas morning because I love the chaos of it all. But yeah, some of the ripped up paper has got to go.
Right, that's not pretty. Like, the presents are pretty when they're under the tree and then when they're back in their rooms where they belong.
But inevitably, you lose the little tiny part that goes to make the very expensive present work, and now you're toast. Yeah.
Well,
okay,
that's what we're going to do with our laundry basket. So all of your children are going to empty their laundry baskets and hopefully go ahead and wash those clothes. Bring this downstairs with you, and Bobby's toys are going to go in Bobby's baskets with all their little parts and things and chargers, and Susie's are going to go in Susie's basket, and then they can take their basket straight up to their room with all their new toys.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
At least in 4 or 5 days they can.
Right. I mean, we've got to play with them and everything
Exactly.
first, and it's going to be chaos and everything. But I also, no matter what the wrapping is, give everyone their own color bow.
Makes it easier.
Makes it easier, and then keep a couple off to the side to give to like grandparents when they come over and be like, hey, Susie's purple this year, and then go ahead and make all the bows match. Even if they've got a big pretty present, stick a purple bow on it, because inevitably someone's gonna be like, that was supposed to be mine, or that was, they've already opened it, it's already in their basket. They think it's theirs, whether grandma intended it to be theirs or not, because they've just opened so many different
Okay, so
things.
wait, so you're saying once the presents are opened, that's when you put the bow on it to mark it as yours.
Right.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah,
That's
so then
very
I mean, you can do it
clever.
on both, because this bow still has sticky on it. Stick it back on your present even though it's unwrapped.
And
You
my
see what I'm
suggestion,
saying?
and my suggestion is anything edible, stick it on that too, because inevitably one child eats theirs first, and one child still has plenty to go, and the child that hasn't eaten theirs yet gets gypped. Right?
So it's like the chocolate bunny at Easter.
Yes. That's a great idea.
My bunny's gone.
Right.
Let me eat yours.
No, I didn't eat it. You ate yours. Okay.
So, and then also what we did is for Santa, the night before, instead of opening a present, why don't we open a present to make Santa's cookies? So what we did is we've got, just real simple, the sugar cookies, and then a can of the cherries. And we made these beautiful little cookies for Santa. They look like little cheesecake bites.
How cute. And they're not very messy.
They're not, well, they're a little bit messy, but
that can't be
they're
that messy.
little, no, I mean, a cookie's messy if it's a cookie. I mean, it's either gonna crumble or you're gonna get chocolate on you.
Yeah, but you're not making it in the mixer.
No, this was so easy.
That's what I'm
because
saying
it's
to
just,
you.
Oh, you're talking about to make them.
Yes, I'm talking about to make them. There's no cleanup.
There was no cleanup. All I had to do was wash out my little cookie pan, or my muffin pan. But I like to keep things.
You thought I meant to eat them.
You can eat one when we're done.
No, you thought I meant they were messy to eat.
Oh, yes. But I did like to put them in the tin to keep the cats and dogs away.
Good point.
Because we're putting this under the tree for Santa and then leaving it all night.
I love it.
And then if you buy 2 of the same tins, that's a real quick switch out of did Santa come or not. You can just switch out the tins.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and then you're not like sneaking around.
Good point.
So, anywho, so we've got our trash bags, we've got our bows, and then have them bring down their laundry basket.
I like it. Now let me ask you this one. When Christmas has come and gone, and inevitably whether you have a real tree or I'm assuming I don't have an artificial tree, but if you have an artificial tree, I'm guessing even with those, little pieces come off. What's the best way to vacuum it up from your rug?
I mean,
if you have like a looped rug where it gets stuck in there.
Where it gets stuck in there. A good vacuum that actually has a beater bar is going to help move those fibers. A lot of the vacuums now have a suction only option, and that's good when you've got like a real tall pile and you don't want it to get stuck in the bar. But for most carpets, if you're actually using a good vacuum, it should do its work.
Okay.
But you're going to want to also make sure that your bag's been changed recently. You want the maximum amount of suction for these types of bigger projects.
Right.
A shop vac is always going to be a good option.
Really?
Well, if you're scared about taking care of like your indoor vacuum cleaner, a shop vac that you can bring inside, it doesn't have a beater bar. It doesn't have a whole lot of moving parts.
Right.
It's basically a hose that's suctioned.
Just to make sure the bottom of it is clean before you get it on your carpet.
Exactly.
Right?
I forget that you're keeping it in the garage.
Right.
So yes, make sure those wheels are clean. And that's something you can do with, just a baby wipe or
Right.
something along those lines.
You are a big fan of laundry baskets. They're very multi-purpose.
They are.
And they're inexpensive, so that could also be something good to go stock up on if you don't have a good way of storing some of your Christmas things, right?
That or the containers with lids.
With the lid.
I like those because if you're going to be storing them like in an attic or something like that, you don't have like the moths and bugs and stuff like that that can get into, or extra moisture in the
Right.
summer whenever the heat starts to rise and all that humidity.
Right.
So I like to store things with a lid.
I know that it's not a very glamorous gift to think about getting a vacuum cleaner for Christmas, but a lot of people do want one. I mean, that's not really a bad gift to get. Right.
I don't think it's a bad gift to get for your family. I think it might be.
Sure.
Yeah, let's not make this like mom's big gift.
No.
But let's make it a family gift so it's something everyone can be excited about.
Well, yes, and possibly use. But there are kind of some
Possibly.
rules, right? There are some rules of what makes a good vacuum cleaner or not. So you like a beater bar. You personally like a bagged one. You don't like a bagless vacuum.
I do like the bags because you can take it out and throw it away. Versus the cup, if you're going to use a cup, that's fine. Just make sure you're cleaning it out properly and
Okay.
not leaving a whole lot of residue in there. And then also with your vacuums, again, wet and dry. Most vacuums are for dry use. So that's going to be for carpet and indoor use, sand, kitty litter, things like that. Not for wet use.
Right.
If you spill something, let's not get out our vacuum cleaner.
Okay. Well, my big takeaway, if I had little ones still, I would have loved the bow idea. Where were you for me 10 years ago?
I mean, you can use it with adult children too.
This is true, you can. So think about that. Make sure you have your trash bags. We'll all be doing the same thing come Christmas morning. And if you are looking to give your wife something that she actually would love, give her a Maid subscription to come
Gift
clean your
certificate.
house.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. MollyMaid.com.